Welcome to the Bahamas Beauty Trades podcast, where we are having a wonderful conversation with the lovely Dr. C. Woodside.
Thank you, Dr. McFall.
Yes. It's great to have you in.
Thank you.
We've been working, trying to get this off for such a good time now.
Yeah.
And it's so great to have, finally, it's here. It is beautiful to have Dr. Woodside here. I met her a while back, and she is going to get into a little bit about the association and about some of the issues as it relates to the Bahamas beauty trade industry. So, I think the icebreaker was, what type of book are you reading at this moment?
Currently, I am still on The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson.
Okay.
Yeah, so it has been a book that has stuck with me for, I would say I'm going on to 2 years now.
Okay.
And I'm just going back to various chapters for more of an affirmation and a jump start at times to my day. And it talks about various small habits and activities that you can do, because I will be honest to say I could procrastinate at times.
Yeah.
And it has taught me, and various motivational speakers have taught me over the years, that doing small little habits or small little tasks and not feeling so overwhelmed and burdened with trying to get everything done and accomplished at once.
Yes.
But doing those small little stuff, a day or two, you got it going through the week, and you will finish all of what you would have to do over a period of time.
Small bite sizes.
Small bite sizes.
Yeah.
It is. That book, it speaks to me.
Excellent, excellent. I really like that because, I think it's very important for us to constantly grow and to develop and to enhance ourselves.
Yes.
Especially in the beauty trades industry.
You have to.
You must. It's very, very important. So just tell us a little bit about your journey to this very point, being in the beauty trades.
The journey of being in the beauty industry, I never saw myself in the trade.
Oh.
I never saw myself in the trade. I came from a background where you are going to be in business. There is a focus on doctors, lawyers, like these are the avenues that you would need to go. And when my mother at the time saw that I was more focused into business, she said you would need to do accounting. So that is what I pursued. But in high school, I got the passion or wanting to be, I was more intrigued, I should say, into the beauty trades. What is it all about?
Mm-hmm.
It's fascinating. I love the colors. I love the arts. And at that particular time, the vice principal at the school said only individuals interested in going into the profession needs to take the class. Like, I'm not interested in the profession,
Right.
but I just want to know what it's all about. But I can tell you, when I should have been in civics class, I was sneaking out, going to the beauty class, cosmetology class.
Mm-hmm.
And a cousin of mine's at that particular time, she was in the class, and I said to her, "Can I borrow your nail kit?" She was like, "Yeah, sure, that's fine." And I said, "Okay." I took it home that day. I did everything she instructed me to do. But the next day, the nails came off. So I went to her and I asked her, "What did I do wrong?
Yeah.
What did I do wrong?" She was like, "You forgot the primer." I was like, "What?" It's like, okay. And it intrigued me ever since then. And I think my first interest for it came when I got my first set of acrylic nails.
And that was it.
That was it. I was sold then. I was sold then, and the industry has grown so much from since then to now. But yeah, I'm loving it.
Yes, that's very interesting because it brings me to ask this question. How did your childhood upbringing prepared you, or I guess guided you into this field?
I think from that day that my mom made an appointment. I think it may have been about 13.
Okay.
My mom made the appointment for me to get my nails done. And I think it set me from then to give an interest in the industry. Like I said, I didn't think of doing it as a profession, but I just wanted to learn more about the industry. I wanted to learn more about the products. But that, I think that is where it started.
That's where you got started.
Yeah.
So, do you feel like you're on a mission and there's something inside of you, there's some type of mindset that you have from those early beginnings that you feel as if that you have to accomplish something?
From then to now, it has shifted. And the shift came when I saw the need of individuals that I was servicing those years back. In the earlier years, when I started, the more focus was on nail enhancements and
Okay.
artistry. The care of the nail was not an highlight. The care of the feet was not a highlight. Very rare you would find a nail technician say they are offering pedicure services or
Okay.
even manicure. You had persons who did not want to touch individuals' feet, but they said that they're a nail technician. You had individuals that didn't want to do a manicure because they were more focused in the artistry of it.
Oh,
And when I saw that, I said, this is an area that's being pushed aside, forsaken in a sense.
right.
And I said, I need to tap into this.
Okay.
I need to get into this a little bit more. I did the course, mind you. I did the manicures and pedicures. I knew how to do it. And the love for specifically feet grew over the years. And where my purpose now have shifted to say, I love feet.
You love. Oh, I see. Okay.
I love
Okay.
feet.
Okay. You love.
I love, no. I love, I love feet. I tell persons and I tell my clients, I said, you really want to see me solve at the mo? You put a foot in the front of me.
Wow.
And I mean the most loving foot that you could
Of
ever
course.
see.
Yeah.
And I'm being very nice. The most loving foot that you could ever see. And I'm just like, oh, what I would love to do to you.
And that's you feel like that's a part of your mission.
That is my mission now. Yes, that is my mission now.
Because I find that every mission there is some type of desire attached to that mission, whatever that desire may be. Some people they have a deep desire, they have a deep type of flame, but what is that passion that's on the inside of you that's driving you to participate in the industry at the higher levels that you're at this moment?
Currently, and I'll go back just a little bit with me saying that my love for feet. I would have had a great-grandmother. I would have had a great-grandmother passed away with one amputation.
Okay.
And my grandmother would have passed away with both legs being amputated. So the desire of me wanting to learn and gather more information specifically about the feet, and not just the feet, the whole entire human body. How is everything connected?
Right.
How can I help in the field that I am to be an assistant to whatever the individual may be experiencing? So for wanting to be in this space right now, it encourages me to even take it a little bit higher.
Okay.
Go back to school.
Right.
Get more education and get more knowledge in the field of advancement, where there may be advancements in pedicure, advancement now in going into biology and chemistry.
Oh, nice.
So it has pushed me even further to say I want to learn and glean more from individuals within the industry, because you have those individuals within the industry that has the knowledge. You have some persons that would have taken education for nutrition
Okay.
that you can now partner with, or you can now glean off of and get some more insight to. How can they now help me to help a client?
Yes, yes.
So that desire of wanting to serve the individuals that come to me is the passion that I have
Oh,
with making sure that your health goes so much further than what you see on a daily basis or what your doctor might tell you. It goes much further. How is your health in your household?
Right, right.
How is your health in your work environment? All of this play a factor on the human body, and
Indeed it does.
we don't take the time to recognize some of the out boundaries that I would say at times that could be affecting our inner circle.
On the inside,
Yeah.
yeah. That is so true. And that's very interesting because when we look at cosmetology, everything is on the surface. Everything is superficial. But we don't sometimes like concentrate that what's on the inside is as equally important
Yes, as
what is on the outside.
That's very true.
Yeah, that's interesting that you're in the industry and you're seeing it in the holistic and in a true
Yes.
sense. I think that's very beautiful. I think that's a very good core value to have being in the industry.
Because what we have to understand, and you hear persons say it a lot, what you have on the inside reflects on what is
That's
presented
true.
on the outside.
That's true. Yes.
So for your health, if you're eating poor, you're going to look,
Yes.
you're
Yeah,
going
run
to look
down. Yes.
run down, dehydrated.
Right.
You're going to have some extra pounds on,
Oh,
like
yes.
me.
Yeah,
You're going to
yeah.
have some extra pounds on, and you would then start to decline in your health. And some of the signs, what persons don't realize and understand, some of the signs start to show in the same industry that we are in. So I love it when a doctor highlighted to me and said, Christal, do you know that you guys are the first line of defense? I was like, what do you mean by that, doc?
Right.
Like, yes, you guys are the first line of defense. If there's anything going wrong in the human body, you guys would be the first one to know about it.
Right.
It was showing your skin. It was showing the hair. It was showing the nails.
In the nails,
It was
yes.
showing the feet.
Right.
It was showing the hands. We are the first line of defense to when a client sits down in our chair, at our table, on our beds when they lay down, we can analyze the skin. We can analyze the hair. We can analyze the nails.
Right. Yes.
There is some form of deficiency that you may have. There is some form of abnormality you may have. And to say that, yes, we cannot diagnose, but we can recognize. We could recognize, and then we could refer you to the right individuals that we suggest.
Right.
that you
That's
would need to see.
interesting. That's interesting because we're going to talk a little bit more about that. Because I think being in the first line of defense, so many of our practitioners, we don't have the necessary training and exposure, so we really cannot see those little indications.
yes.
We can't see them at all. And let's just turn and move a little bit into like character development because that's a part of everyday life. Those type of experiences that we may have, whether they may be positive or they may be negative. But how, in your experience, how did the difficult or the negative experiences in your life prepared you for the beauty trades industry today?
I've always felt like a loner. My brother came much later, I think much later, because I think there's like a 8 or 10 years gap.
Yeah,
So I was
yeah.
the only child for a long time. I was the only child for a long time. And it's not to say that it's negative, but it did prepare me that this industry can be a cutthroat industry at times.
Yes, it can.
It can be. You would have to know who is for you and who may be against you. And because of that, with being a loner or being alone by myself and doing it by myself, I I'm content. I'm content. But not to say that it's negative for me. But I find some contentment with if I have to do it alone, I will.
You would go and do it alone.
Yeah, I will go and do it alone. I've been doing it alone all this time. I think it could continue.
I think that's pretty good because those type of moments I think helps to build the character of an individual. So you would not be sidetracked by just moving with the flow, but you have something that's anchoring you to move forward.
Move to continue to move
Exactly.
forward. And then when individuals come along to say, I want a partner or I want to help you to grow further,
Right.
I can appreciate it more.
True.
I can appreciate it more because I know I've been carrying the load for such a long time.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. So that brings me to the flip side of the question. What about those type of successful and positive experiences? How have they helped in your journey?
Individuals that I would have serviced over the years, I consider them as my family because you see them all the time. They're there with you. They sometimes experience some of the challenges and the struggles that you go through
Right.
within business, within your
Yes.
career, within
Yes.
your life. So I really see them as family. And having those individuals within my circle has pushed me to even grow and develop myself
Good.
even more as an individual, especially in business. And to be able to organize and anchor myself to what now is the next step
Right.
that I need to go to.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good. So speaking about the next step, what type of the first question I would like to ask, and I kind of get what you've been saying. I infer that you have some formal training. You have some formal
Yes,
training.
I do.
What was that like?
At the beginning, the industry here in the Bahamas was really focused on full cosmetology. Everything was cosmetology and barbering. The specialty areas came much later down in the years.
Okay.
I did not want to do anything at all related to hair. I still don't.
Oh.
I did not want to do anything at all related to hair. My mom would have sourced out an individual that would have been training persons specifically in nail technology, and that is what I
yeah.
did. Yeah, she would have signed me up for the course, paid the registration fee, and I had to ensure that I learned as
Of
quick as I
course.
can because Christal had to pay for the school fee.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
I had to pay for the school fee.
I am so glad to hear that because that's a similar experience that I had. I
Yes.
paid for my education, and I'm a little bit troubled and sometimes saddened when I hear like people give a lot of excuses as to why
They can't.
do anything, why they can't pursue. They rely and they depend on other people
Other
to do
people,
things
yeah.
for them. So entitled. But it's real good to hear that it's an investment that you made in
Yes.
yourself. I think that's very beautiful. So my other question would have been along the lines of what was the process like when you went to beauty school?
I would say that the process was smooth.
Mm-hmm.
The instructor was very knowledgeable and still is. I had to learn quickly, like I said, because I know in the next couple weeks, the instructor is going to be asking me or telling me, hey, we haven't seen anything from
Right,
your parent,
right.
what's going on?
Yeah.
So I had to learn quickly. So I gleaned a lot. Like anything, I was right there on the
Yes.
side of her. So I made sure to pick it up very quickly. But the process was smooth, I must say. It was smooth for me. I was able to gather the materials that I would have needed from class because I would have told family and friends, hey, I'm taking this course. I'm going to need you guys.
Right.
I would need you guys to, sponsor a little $10
Yeah.
here, a little $20 here, because I have to purchase my materials.
Yes.
And I practice. I practice hours upon hours at a time. I'm practicing. But the process was smooth. For me at that time, the process was smooth.
So after all of that, you got employment.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about your first day on the job.
My first day on the job, I was anxious. I was like, yes, yes, I'm ready to go. I have this down pack. I'm ready. And I got the full bloom of, no, little girl, you need to sit down.
Yeah.
You need to sit down. Like, no. And I'm the type of person I observe a lot.
Okay.
So I would tend to sit down, look around, what's going on. You hear the gossip in the salon because I was actually in a salon.
Okay.
You hear the gossip in the salon, there's sip here and sip there. And I was like, I was ready to work, but I'm not too interested in the environment. Like, this environment is not, no, I don't think this environment is for me. I was there maybe about a week because I came during the Christmas time.
Okay.
So I was there maybe for a week or two, and I said to the person at the time, I said, I'm so sorry, but I don't think I could stay there. I did not like the environment. New girl on the block, who does she think she is? At the particular time, it was a specialty for Tammy Taylor nails, pink and white.
Yes.
Not everybody was like keen on Tammy Taylor.
I remember that.
Had that C curve so nice and crisp. I still shock my own self looking back at my work sometimes.
It was so popular.
Yes, pink and white was very popular, and that is what a lot of persons requested during that time.
Yes.
So it was more like, who does she think she is? And it was a lot of negativity, and I did not want to be around it.
Okay.
Yeah. But unfortunately, I did leave. The next employment that I received would have been the following year, maybe like in February, the month of February. So you would have had that influx of persons coming into the establishment because that would have been Valentine's month.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Valentine's month. But I loved it so much because I was then exposed to the spa environment. So I'm taken away from the saloon, from the chitter chatter.
Right.
I'm now in a quiet, serene setting.
Yes.
Like, okay, I think this is me.
More
I
your
like
speed.
This is more my speed. I like this. I was like, okay, I could do this.
Okay. So that's very interesting. I like the journey.
Yeah.
I like the flow, especially when you're able to tap into something that you feel that this is where I should be.
Yes,
That's great.
Yes, I
That's
found that I was
absolutely
like,
great.
this is where I need to set ground. But to tell you, like, unfortunately, during that time, I may have been on the job maybe about 3 months before I was let go.
Wow.
Yep, let go, and the owner could not give me a reason why.
Wow.
I'm like, what did I do wrong? On top of that, I would have completed my training, but I was in college too.
Okay. Oh.
So I was working to make sure that I had my college fees paid.
Right.
And now she's letting me go
right.
without an explanation.
Wow.
And that was the most difficult time that I think I've ever experienced. Well, then in my early years, it was difficult. It was.
So that segues pretty well into this question. Was there ever a time when you felt like I had enough of this career? Like, this isn't for me anymore.
I would be very honest to say there will be times that you take a look back at your life and say, I wish I was much further. If I probably went a different path, I could have accomplished this more. if I did not have these clients that would hound me, maybe I could choose to let them go because, yes, I've had many times like, I want to drop this and let this go.
Yeah, yeah.
I've had it many times, but to see the smile on person's face, to hear the reviews for individuals to give their feedback on how the service would have been such a help to them and how it's helping them and their family, how it's been a blessing to them.
Yes.
It's an encouragement, despite it all, to keep on going.
So, what would you say to an individual that's in the beauty trades industry right now and they're at a place of quitting?
You are going to feel that way. Let me look in
Yeah,
camera.
yeah, you talk to them.
You are going to feel that way. I would say the honest truth. You are going to feel that way. But what I would like to say to persons, this is an industry where I personally feel you have to have the passion for it. You have to have the desire for it. I'm seeing a lot of persons now come into the industry because, yes, it is a $1 billion industry.
That's
It
right.
is.
That's right.
It's over $1 billion industry. And yes, you are able to have that income. But what are you now doing with it? Are you the one who's going to say, I'm just going to live the lavish life
Right.
and call it a day? But you have to have that passion. You have to have that desire. You have to have that purpose, like you
Right,
mentioned
right,
earlier.
right.
What
That
is
core.
going to drive you
Yes.
every single day
Day.
you wake up to push you to say, I am going to open the doors, or I am going to sit at the table, or I am going to this establishment to render these services. You have to have your reason why you are doing this. And your why is going to drive you further.
What's going to drive you further? I guess to re-engage, because now that leads me to this wonderful question. What do you say to those individuals who have given up? They are beyond the point of quitting.
Okay.
They have quit.
They have quit.
Yeah, they had enough. The industry is moving too fast. They haven't, I would say, equipped themselves to handle with the changes, all of the new trends. But inside, they still have a desire for it, but they just gave up. What would you say to those? Speak to them.
To those persons who would have given up, but still have that desire to want to be in the industry, there are so many different ways that you can still be a part of the industry and not necessarily behind the chair or behind the table. You can now look into being a manufacturer of a product.
That's
line.
true.
You can now look into education,
Right.
which is becoming, especially here in the Bahamas, very popular. You can now look into educating the next generation for the knowledge that you have received. So if you still do have that desire to want to give to the industry, those are avenues, and you can look at ways and avenues. You don't have to always be behind the chair. You don't have to always be behind the table or the massage bed. You can now still be in the industry, but in a transition out
Right.
from the chair to now in education or product development or behind the scenes in science or here like we are now.
Yes.
You know,
Right.
this is another avenue and way that you can still be a part of the industry.
I agree with that. So, what are the nagging hurdles that you may find in your way that's slowing you down, that's discouraging you, or that's some type of challenge for you trying to reach those goals within the industry?
Sure.
What type of hurdles that you experience in your, not only in your professional career, but also being the president of the association?
Okay. I could say for my career, it was the understanding then of what I wanted to do. And for individuals to see the vision that I had.
Right.
I always wanted to have the team the team to now come together so we all can push to grow the business and to grow the vision of the business. So that in itself at the beginning would have been a hurdle of mine. I still feel like it is.
Okay.
For the association, it is education.
Okay. Yes.
Education. I think education, the understanding of the beauty trades industry is what I personally feel we are lacking here.
Okay.
You are a barber. Is that your
Yes.
You're a
Yes.
barber. What does a barber course fully entail? Is that being taught straight across the board in every institution
Right.
that is registered here? If that is, then how can an individual who have received a certification in barbering now be able to elevate themselves to the next level? What courses, what time in practice is going to distinguish an individual who's just entering from someone who's been in the industry for over 10 years?
Yes.
What certification can distinguish that individual? So for me, in the association, and I would say here in the Bahamas, is education, understanding the beauty trades industry, the entirety of it.
Yes.
How can persons move and matriculate into continuing education, and how is that structure going to look?
Right.
So it's more of the education structure here in the Bahamas that I feel that we're missing.
And I think that's very real, because we don't have like those mandates where education is a part of the beauty trade. Mandate from the government is what I'm referring to.
Okay.
But let us move a little bit into the legislation of the beauty trades. Well, I hope that you definitely enjoyed this wonderful conversation, because I definitely enjoyed it. It was great. We thank you so much for watching the Bahamas Beauty Trades podcast, where next time we are going to be having another beautiful conversation.
Yes.